Welcome to the second devlog for Monster Farm. So we're going to be continuing on from the previous episode, so if you haven't seen that, I'd recommend checking that out. But I basically just introduced the concepts of the game, showed what I got to so far. Start with, sorry this is such a delay after the first episode. It's been really busy just for me, my personal life. I had final university exams, dissertation hand in, and then moving house and applying for jobs as well. So it's been really busy. I'm going to try and become a bit more regular now, and I'll outline how I'm planning on doing that in a minute. But the long and short of it is I do now have a job, so I'm going to be working on the game in the evenings, and then obviously doing my job during the days. So for that reason, progress has been quite a lot slower than I'd have liked really over the past month. But I have done some work on a few of the key areas that I'd wanted to get done. So I'll show you what I've done on that. And hopefully in the next devlog, which will hopefully be next week if we're sticking to schedule, we should hopefully have significantly more work. But outside of that, I've been completely reworking the framework for texturing the monsters. So we now have the ability to have different patterns on different monsters, and we can change the colours of those patterns at runtime. So I will show you how that was done briefly using a mask color shader. So this is the example for the polka dot pattern, where this is the input texture in red and blue, and the shader simply replaces the red with one color and replaces the blue with another color. So it ends up in the texture, the material, that, for example, the polka dot, we can at runtime change these colors, and you can see in the preview here that the color of the monster's skin as well will change. So I have a few colors that we can set. As well as that, we've also got now the beginnings of a UI framework. It's going to be completely overhauled. This is more of just a template. But I can demonstrate how when we spawn in some of these monsters, which now have the random patterns and random colors on the patterns, if we select one, we see this pop up on the side, and we can select multiple monsters and we can scroll through them, and it will tell us something about the colors, the number of eyes and legs and things like that. So that's what we have in terms of the UI. There's going to be a lot more to it. It's going to look a lot nicer, but for the time being there's a couple bugs as well. The other thing I've been spending a bit of time getting together is a roadmap. So I wanted to actually have this planned out properly to encourage myself to try and actually keep these more regular updates. So I was using Trello to start with, but it felt like I was kind of hacking Trello to try and get it to actually work how I wanted it to work. It really wasn't suitable for as much detail as I wanted. So I was recommended this called Notion. It's a free tool online, and it supports epics and sprints. So it's not quite finished, but I'm breaking down the project into epics and sprints and tasks and bugs and stuff like that. So it's going to be a lot easier to keep track of. I've got to add some dates for these, and so hopefully with some proper project management we'll be able to have more regular updates, and I'm going to try and stick to a strict schedule and try and get some consistent progress on the game.